over on the Patreon, man, it's not just content. It's not just a video over on the Patreon. It's really a movie. You feel me?
Yeah, you dig. Real
and
shit.
That's gonna be our segue because that's what we gonna get into first, man. We gonna get into some movie soundtracks. Like this is a music podcast.
Yeah.
But we gonna get in some movie shit because it's been a good look. 2023's been a good year for film.
Hell yeah.
It's been a good year for movies.
Hell yeah. Soundtracks too.
Soundtracks specifically, man.
Soundtracks
because
too.
honestly, I'm not gonna lie to you.
Shout out to the boy.
Shout out to them people.
On God.
But you know, first and foremost, Metro. Like, first of all, I mean, I don't even really know. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, if you would have told me, in 2016, like that Metro, like if your Metro don't touch, I'm gonna shoot.
Yeah.
Like, if you told me Metro was gonna
do that,
I
wouldn't have
for
believed it,
Sony, bro, for Spider-Man.
This is
like,
for the kids.
This is not necessarily. It's some cursing in that
well,
movie.
Yeah, but
and it's a
family movie.
Facts.
Bro.
It is a family movie.
This is commercial.
It is a family. It's very commercial.
That's what I'm saying.
Very
this is
fucking commercial.
It's not like it's not like he just did a short film for a nigga's project.
He did a soundtrack for possibly the biggest movie of the year.
Yeah,
because a lot of Twitter threads and a lot of different stuff. They're comparing box office takes for shit. And as of recording this, it's been out for like a week and a half.
About.
By the time it releases, probably like 2 weeks, 3 weeks is gonna be out. But the first weekend, like opening weekend domestic, was like huge.
It was crazy.
Numbers,
crazy
digits, mathematics, like
quick maths.
Exactly. And just for Metro to like be how impactful he is in the culture.
Yeah.
And then to do this, and then
for the Miles Morales,
it wasn't watered down.
Exactly.
It's good music.
It's good music, and the way it was like implemented within the movie was like
it's fire.
Dog. Oh my god.
He's got his his heroes and villains, and his every hero doesn't work. All heroes don't work.
Literally,
situation.
That's the
there's stepping stones to this, man. And like I fuck with that so heavy because I figured somebody would probably at some point in time fall in line and give him a chance to do some shit like this. But I'm not gonna lie, did not expect it to be Sony.
Nah.
I did not expect it to be Spider-Man.
At all. Not at all. But it's so perfect.
It's great. It's great.
Perfect.
It's fucking great,
like,
man.
Because who else?
Who knows?
Like really, what other producer that's like what other producer do you think would have been like, who could have low-key topped that specific gig?
When it comes to, after watching the movie, because we both seen the movie.
Yeah.
After seeing I've seen it twice now.
Yep.
I was about to say, it's like that.
And I didn't fall asleep either times. That's a big one because I dead ass fall asleep in all these damn movies.
Hey, we gonna shout out to that because it's a sleepy ass niggas, man.
I be sleepy, bro.
The nigga be sleep, man. And I respect that.
Gone.
Because that just tells you, you was entertained. It was highly entertaining.
It was a good ass movie.
But man, it was a good ass movie with good ass, just like great elements.
Hell yeah.
Like it was just the building blocks of this movie. Flawless, man. Like flawless, bro. Like the execution of like the art, like it was good.
I was about to say, supposedly they had did some tweaking to the mixing.
I heard that too.
Of the mixing of the project within the movie, not just on the album, on the soundtrack, but actually like in the movie. Yeah,
they had to do a re-release because there was some shit going on with the audio. I saw it 2 times in the same theater. Yeah, and it sounded fine.
Yeah, so it sounded, there was a couple parts where I could like kind of hear the music was kind of like overpowering a little bit.
Yeah, but not in a way where I would like assume.
Yeah, I didn't notice that there was
you need a re-release.
Exactly. Like to me, I was kind of with it. Honestly,
it was like that's what I'm saying. It seemed intentional.
Exactly.
Like it seemed like it was supposed to be drowned out.
Exactly.
Like it seemed at the moment, it seemed like that was what it was supposed to be doing.
Like seeing how everything's working with all the art and stuff.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
It works.
But like obviously, if they feel like they could do a better job, then
exactly. Shout out to them.
I guess we go in the third time.
Exactly. I'll do it.
Really, I will.
But Tuesday's tomorrow. We got $5 on a Tuesday. You know the vibes.
Hey man, look, I work tomorrow. I wish I could, but I'm probably gonna see
one of these Tuesdays.
I'm gonna see. I'm gonna see.
Look,
I'm gonna see what's up. But we hey, this ain't the movie podcast.
This is not the movie podcast.
This is the music podcast. So about the soundtrack though,
about the soundtrack.
I think if I had to be honest, it may be the most impressive. And you know what? We didn't talk about this because obviously we ain't been here in a minute. But the Creed 3 soundtrack was also done by Dreamville. That was very good.
I forgot that it was done by Dreamville.
That was very good. I'm not gonna lie.
I actually didn't listen to the full thing because I still haven't seen Creed 3.
Good movie, good soundtrack. Okay. Not better than Spider-Verse. Movie wise or soundtrack wise.
I know the first soundtrack for Creed was crazy.
Not yet. It was good. It was solid. And I'm not gonna lie, the Wakanda Forever soundtrack was good. It was good.
Well, you said Wakanda Forever one?
Yeah.
I was thinking of the original. I was thinking the first Black Panther.
That's what I was saying. The Wakanda Forever one was all right. First Black Panther joint was like
iconic.
That's a fucking album. That's an album. It's not even a soundtrack. That's an album. It's an album, and that's a great album. It's music inspired by the movie, not a soundtrack.
Literally, bro.
No, Seasons is actually just one of my favorite songs in general.
Bro.
It has nothing to do because I don't even think it's in the movie.
It's deeper than rap,
it's
bro.
Dead ass.
That shit is deeper than
dead
rap.
ass, bro. And like Mozzie did his thing. Reason did his thing.
Hell yeah.
I don't remember man's name.
Which one?
Who sings the hook? The chorus.
I don't know his name.
I don't remember it, but phenomenal.
Yep.
Phenomenal job. But yeah, man, like just seeing all these different, these just like icons almost in hip hop.
Exactly, like being integrated within that, actually in film, and
which is it's not that crazy of an idea when you think about it. Because back in like early 2000s and late 90s, so many different movies had like just integrated
even in shows like Kenan and Kel.
Facts, yeah, exactly. Fucking all that, yeah, exactly.
Coolio was up in the joint.
I was about to say one of my favorite things ever is Vanilla Ice in the second Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movies from the 90s, and he did a song called it's like.
Are you talking
Go
about
Ninja or something?
Are you talking about like the VHS joints?
VHS.
I don't
back when
remember
the turtles were like niggas in suits.
Yeah. That shit was crazy. Bro.
Yeah, and literally it's like a scene. OGs. It's like a scene where the turtles are fighting fighting like the other mutated Jones, Bebop and Rocksteady, and they're like, and Vanilla Ice is on stage, like everybody's trying to escape because the turtles are like fighting.
He's just up there spinning.
He's go ninja, go ninja, go ninja, go ninja, go, and then niggas start breakdancing and shit. It's like no, they're fighting. Nigga, like there's 4 turtles the size of human beings in a fucking like.
You saw fucking John Wick when they be up in them clubs and shit. They don't know what the fuck going on.
Yeah, honestly, that shit is crazy as fuck. The directors of John Wick, they got some explaining to do because people be dying, like whole massacres, and no reactions inside the club.
They don't hear nothing. That's some loud ass music.
It's not even loud. That's some loud ass music. That's some loud ass drugs.
That's a whole lot of.
They are tapped in. They
probably already knew the vibes. They just minding their business.
I think that's really what it was. It's like, hey, bro,
they said, look, we know who the fuck we fucking with.
Exactly, because they in there. So it's like
I'm just here because I fuck with this joint.
I think that's really what it is. I think that's all it is. But not we a little bit of a tangent. We didn't went soundtrack to soundtrack. But back to what we was originally talking about, man. What would you say is if you could give me like 3 standouts from this Spider-Verse project?
All right, here we go.
Because I know my 3, and they don't even got to be your favorite. Just 3 that if you feel like stood out. Whether either when you were listening to it, it took you back to the movie, or in the movie you saw where it was placed, and it was just like, oh yeah, that's perfect.
So, I think it's Silk and Cologne.
Great,
because that was on the rooftop. Joint, right?
Yeah, I was just about to say that shit was amazing. I'm not gonna lie, that joint playing at the cookout, the party,
perfect.
That was fire as fuck. That was fire as fuck.
What's it called? Especially how they had the DJ actually showed it.
He turned it up and then he mixed it. Yeah,
it was great. Fire. It was great, and especially
that might be my favorite one. That is actually no, it might be my second favorite. How it was used in the movie.
Yeah, I can't remember the name of one of the ones that I liked actually in the movie. A lot. I think it was a lot. It was a lot sooner. I think it was during Gwen's whole scene.
That's my favorite one.
I can't
my
remember.
favorite one is the Coil Ray. It's called Self Love.
That was that. All right.
The Coil Ray jump. So that's my favorite one because if you pay attention to the way that song was, that's the way that actually, if you just pay attention to how that song ushered in Gwen's because initially she had her monologue while she was doing her drum solo, but then she started doing her dialogue like her, I'm Spider-Man, blah, 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 that dialogue. Exactly. Getting into her backstory, her origin story with her Peter and, her situation. And while that song is playing, it's like, if you notice, it plays as she puts her headphones in, almost similar to the Sway Lee and Post Malone Sunflower. It was escapism.
They did the same thing in the in this one too with Miles when she came out the portal right on top, right above the bed or whatever, and he had headphones up, looking up.
It was
I like how they do that.
It was tough, bro, because it was like both of those songs. Because even when in the first movie, Miles was like on the ceiling and he couldn't stop sticking, or he was on the light, he couldn't stop sticking. Peter was like, "All right, what do you do to relax?" And Miles literally just sings the song. And we already saw it early in the movie. He literally he was stressed out, put his headphones in, tapped in, zoned in, and then like. Gwen did that same thing, and I fuck with that so heavy because I like the song. I'm not gonna lie. I have not been the biggest, like, I don't think Coi Leray has done anything better than No More Parties since.
No More Parties was crazy.
That shit was great. I think it was a great song. Like, it was, a lot of people stopped liking it because it started getting a whole bunch of remixes and it was everywhere, internet-wise, but if you listen to it now, after all the hype's died down, it's still a good song.
Great song.
It's still a good song, bro. And I mean, I know she's got all her different, whatever drama and controversy she got as, a celebrity, but I still think she's talented.
Yeah,
and,
hell yeah.
I think when a lot of people saw that feature list and saw her on there, I'm not gonna lie, I initially was just like, oh, cash grab.
Yeah.
Like she's just gonna be on it just to have the names on there.
Yeah,
but she's got a solo track, one of the only solo tracks, and it's fucking fire.
It's a good song.
It's a great song.
It's a good song. It's implemented perfectly.
Perfectly in the movie. Like it's executed perfectly.
Honestly, I don't know another movie soundtrack that's so well integrated in a movie as this one.
Yeah,
like
and
I honestly can't think.
It's a very potent song too. Like I fuck with the fact that it's not just something with vibes. Like Coi is actually talking. She's actually kind of talking a little shit. Yeah. And I mean, I guess in that way it had to because that scene was heavy. Like that's not no. You know what I'm saying? That's not something you just throw in there.
Exactly.
Just throw back. But like nah, man. I think Self Love was definitely a standout for me. I like the Is the Danger, the Offset and Jid one.
That joint hard.
It's hard.
That beat is crazy.
I don't think it's my favorite placement in the movie. It only plays for like a quick second, and it's just.
I honestly can't remember.
If I'm not mistaken, it plays for like the quickest second, and it's only a part of Jiz's verse, like the slightest part of Jiz's verse. It's not really, and you don't really notice it until, like I said, I didn't notice it playing until I listened to the soundtrack the day it dropped. And then saw the movie after. Because I saw the movie first, then I heard the soundtrack, then watched the movie again.
Same.
And that time around, I noticed it, for sure. And
let's go. Danger's for real, the only, as of right now, is the only one that I'd be bumping outside of, when it comes to any songs I just click on, if I just want to hear a solo track from the joint, it's typically Danger.
Me personally, that's Self Love. And the only thing about Self Love that is an L to me is that they don't release just a version without the Gwen excerpt at the end of it.
Yeah.
You know how she's talking about, every universe, Gwen Stacy
falls. I like
falls.
how they did that in the project.
I like it on the project, like as a whole, because it's a soundtrack.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So the album is a soundtrack. I'm not mad at that.
Yeah.
But I do wish they would release a single version without that part. Just because you could play that and you know what I mean?
Yeah, you don't need to hear that
part.
Yeah.
And it could just end where it ends, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Also I think Hummingbird with James Blake. Beautiful fucking song.